I finally got some Walthers Goo. I followed their directions. I got it closed up, although you may see some gaps in there. You can see kind of light gaps a little bit in there. It didn't close. There was too much glue. There's too much glue types, different glue types in there. But I did get it closed down. Then, because of all that too, I couldn't close it. Couldn't get this tight enough to hold that center vent piece. So I had to do some finagling, and of course it would help to be on camera, but that in there is a piece of 060 styrene, and painted it silver so that if you're looking close on this side, you can't really tell the difference. I raised it up as much as I could with this setup. So this one looks messy. I think now that I have the Walthers Goo and we go from start to finish on the other grain bin, I think it'll come out much better. We have put the roof together, put the tops on, put the hatch on, and we glued it to the cardboard inner piece. So the next step on the roof is the little wire, making the little rungs for the ladder and gluing those in place, and then getting the silver siding on. They are quite precise with their measurements for that silver siding. So they have the siding pieces here, and they talk about how many actual, I don't know if you could see these rungs, but they talk about 13 of them and keeping the right size. Then we'll add the label piece as well in there, but we're going to start work on getting the wire piece cut and added. Go, here is the wire, and so we're gonna have to cut those to fit in the grooves. And I got smart about this. I actually marked them with little L's for ladder, so I know which ones, because they're so darn small. So far, after a lot of painstaking work, I've got 2 rungs on. There should be at least one in the middle there. I'd like to very least do one more, but it should go pretty far up so that there's access to the roof vent. But we'll see how much patience I have with this one. Okay, so we are stopping there at this point. I've had all I could handle with this. Looks like there's about 3 more rungs to get towards the top, but we're going to stop there, and I'll have to trim those later, hopefully with the super glue holding. The next step of the process is to use the included dowel, and to another tedious thing, but wrap each piece around, and while it's thicker, it's going to spring to what is considered to be the right amount of curvature, as you can see there. So we need to do that with each piece. If you want to use the edge, you can, just to make it even, and then it springs, so it stays that way. And then you see you have curved lines. So this is another tedious part of the process, of which we'll not watch here. We're back, and you see that I finished bending all of the pieces of the siding. Other thing I did that I did jump ahead and should not have done is that on here I actually attached this already. During the instructions it does say to attach it, so they want you to do the siding and then attach it all. So they want you to go from the, so I was actually looking to see if I needed to put the bottom on because they want some overlapping by one rung. So, but you can see here, it's going to overlap those lines. So then they want the next one overlapped over top of that. And then, you know, that's going to be over top there. It's going to have one rung and then overlap. So we'll see how that affects things if I have to do any kind of cutting or anything to get it up underneath. The next step will be to place glue all around this, let it dry for tackiness, and then we'll start attaching these by putting the same glue on, and then we'll start going around and attaching row by row, overlapping.